Yeah, on the court, ball dribbling, cashing checks. College hoops, beats, pump, breaking necks. GunzPicks in the air, we ain't playing nice. Best rolling, paper stacking straight ice. Double units fired, man, winners only. Player props hitting, no rolling lonely. Bankroll swole, just stacking that cheddar. Breaking ankles daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing, 10 shots fired. Cashing best clips, reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit, you know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit.
And that bang means it is time for the Breakin' Ankles show, baby. And if you've been following along with the picks, man, have we been on a bit of a run here? 25-11 on these show plays.
Oh, you're so money and you don't even know it.
Damn right I'm money. We're just firing shots all over the board. We got hammer in the books, and hopefully you guys have been following along on the ride. I got 3 plays for the Wednesday slate. Before I get into that, welcome to the I want to say extra points. That show is over now. We bookended that one. The Super Bowl was great. Now we're going into basketball season full board, breaking ankles. This is GunzPicks, host with the most point guard of podcast, and they call him the CBB GOAT himself. And we got some plays that pay the bills. I got 3 for Wednesday slate. Get you in on the early lines, whether you watch this now, you watch this later. All I ask you to do is hit the thumbs up button on this video if you like the content coming off this channel, and get into the comment section. Let me know what plays you're going to be on, what plays you like. If you like the content coming off the channel, please drop them in here. And also, I do have a dub club, and I have a very special deal, all access package, 50% off if you join today. That deal ends on March 1st. And it's just a great deal to be taken. Investing in the GunzPicks picks is profitable. We hit close to 70 units alone in football this season, and we're on a 56% streak on college basketball and 25-11 on this show alone. So let's get into the plays. Let's start with what I like to call my doggy of the day. Yeah, and this dog we're going to be playing with is Drake versus Illinois State in Normal, Illinois. I didn't know that was a town until tonight. 9 p.m. East is the tip-off on this one. The key to this game really is going to be the matchups, and both teams kind of have matchups on both sides. Drake, of course, has the edge on the offensive side. They're ranked 82nd in offensive efficiency, 48th in field goal percentage, but bad free throw shooting team. They are 332nd in that statistic. They're going against a Illinois State defense, kind of having a weak year. They're 242nd in defensive efficiency, 310th in defending shots, but they're a good rebounding team. They don't allow a lot of second chance opportunities. They're ranked 8th in defensive rebounds, so they do block out at the very least, but contesting shots has been a problem for them all season long. On the offensive side for Illinois State, good shooting team. They're ranked 10th in field goal percentage, 12th in from 3, and they're 69th in free throw percentages. So they have the advantage on the free throw line over Drake. And Drake's defense is ranked 54th in defensive efficiency, 222nd in defending shots, 264th in opponent free throw attempts per game. So I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities for Illinois to get on the charity stripe and make their free throws. And they are very exceptional at that statistic. These two teams did meet on January 15th. Drake won the game in narrow margin, 66-62. They were 10.5-point home favorites in that one. Now you're seeing the line kind of shift to a shorter line here. We're seeing 2.5s at the board right now. I did find a better line. I'll get to that one in a second. And I just think Illinois State's got the hot hand in terms of covering spreads. They've covered 5 straight games, 2-0 ATS as a home dog, and when they are a dog overall this season, they are 12-1 ATS. That's right, 13 sample size in that one. 12-1 ATS is the dog this season. So Illinois also has a revenge angle, and they just played very well as a dog, especially a short one at that. And that line shift from game A to game B is quite telling of what the books are saying this outcome is. I think this is going to be Illinois State not only covering this game, but I'm going to take the plus 3.5 to be sure. I think they're going to win this game outright. Might want to sprinkle on the money line for that matter, but give me Illinois State plus 3.5 officially for this show. All right. The next play that I'm going to be getting into before I give you my best bet, I'm going to talk about Wyoming versus New Mexico. A little Mountain West action at the Pit in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 10 p.m. East is the tip-off on this one. And just statistically, New Mexico has the advantage in this game. They're 69th in offensive efficiency, 25th in defensive efficiency, going against a Wyoming team that's 228th in offensive efficiency and 125th in defensive efficiency. And then we have the matchup data, right? Because these two teams did meet on January 7th. New Mexico did win that game, 61-53 on the road, 7-point road favorites. But now you're seeing the line shift 10 points from the previous game. It's supposed to move like 3 or 4. In this condition, it moved 10. They're 17.5-point favorites, 16.5-point favorites, depending on what book you get it at home. Then you got to just look at the stats of New Mexico when they are at home. They're 5-1 ATS at home in their last 6, and they're also 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games overall. So they're really a hot team right now going into this game, and they're very good at home. Also, New Mexico has covered 4 straight versus Wyoming, and 2 of those were as double-digit favorites. So they're capable of covering these spreads versus a Wyoming team that really doesn't travel that well on the road. They're a heavy, heavy dog on the road, and I'm just not in a position where I am going to fade the Lobos at home in this spot. I think they get it done by margin. So give me New Mexico minus 16.5 as play number 2. All right, got one more play for you. Before you get into the play, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video if you like the content coming off this channel. I appreciate all the followers. I appreciate all the views you've been giving me on the YouTube channel. That is how we get this channel growing. I want to get up to 400 before baseball season starts, and only you guys can help me with that. That's called hit the like button. That's called subscribing to the channel. That's called hit the notification bell. That's called sharing it with your friends. Tell your mother, tell your brother, tell everybody about the money that is made on the GunzPicks channel. I consider myself one of the best at handicapping college basketball, handicapping college football, handicapping NFL. I am one of the best in the world. The only way you got to let the people know where to find where the money's at. It's us versus the books. We will continue to do so all the way through March Madness and into baseball season, where we will be playing in the first 5 pool until football starts once again. But let's talk about what I like to call my best bet of the night on Wednesday. Let's go. All right, the best bet here, we're going to be playing in the ACC. We're going to Louisville versus NC State. Raleigh, North Carolina is the spot. 7 p.m. is the tip in the East Coast. And then you got really Louisville having a pretty good year. They're 27th in offensive efficiency, 35th in defensive efficiency, and they're going against an NC State team that is 132nd in offensive efficiency, 97th in defensive efficiency. And another couple key statistics here. You got an NC State team that is really not good on the boards this year. They're ranked 305th in defensive rebounding and 205th on the offensive boards. And then Louisville on the other side, there's an advantage and an edge there because they're very good at second chance opportunities and eliminating second chance opportunities from their opponents. They're 60th in offensive rebounding and 26th in defensive rebounding. And of course, NC State happens to be a very bad shooting team. They're 277th in the country in field goal percentage. And Louisville, basically, to me, bet on team. Been betting on them all season long, and I've been cashing tickets left and right. They're 10-4 ATS the last 14 games, 7-1 ATS on the road this season, so they actually play better on the road than they do at home. And NC State, polar opposite in a different trajectory plane than the Cardinals. If you remember last year, NC State had a pretty good team, went to the Final Four, and Louisville was one of those bad teams that was basically on the level of what Boston College was this year. Now you're seeing them kind of turn things around, and they did it with transfers, and they did it with better coaching. But with the NC State, polar opposite. Like I said, 3-8 ATS in their last 11, 1-4 ATS in the last 5 home games, 2-8 ATS as a single-digit dog. And Louisville has covered the last 3 matchups in 6 out of the last 7. And mind you, the last time these two teams met was last year, and Louisville was a 8.5, 9-point dog. And now you're seeing them here as a 6.5-point favorite, and they're on the road. So I think this is going to be a great spot here to be taking Louisville. I'm just going to continue to ride this team as much as possible, as long as it fits the system. And by God, if they fit the system all season long. And here we go. Once again, Riding the Cardinals. Give me Louisville -6.5 as my best bet for Wednesday night. All right, to recap for everybody, my best bet is going to be Louisville -6.5. We got Illinois +3.5, and we got UNM New Mexico for the late night degenerate special at 10 p.m. East, -16.5 as the 3 plays. Let's sweep here. Like we said, 25-11 since the inception of this year's version of the Breakin' Ankle Show. I appreciate everybody who's followed. I appreciate everybody who's liked the videos. And please continue to like the videos so I can get into the mix. You guys have been doing an exceptional job by doing that, and I appreciate all of you. So that's going to do it here for the Breakin' Ankles Show Wednesday edition on February 12th. I am GunzPicks. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the bowl. And as always, let's keep dancing. Ba-bang!
Daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing. Cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit. You know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit.